Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
You're in a shop, eyes glued to the most dazzling sapphire ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's practically calling your name.
Yeah.
But before you hand over your hard-earned cash, there's something you need: consumer confidence.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's our mission in this deep dive, to equip you with the knowledge to buy gemstones, not just with passion, but with savvy.
Yes.
And joining us today is someone who lives and breathes gemstones, the incredible Kim Ricks, who also answers to the very cool title of Gemstone Detective. Kim, thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Let's make sure everyone gets the most sparkle for their investment.
Love that energy.
Yeah.
Now, I did my homework, and it turns out we're recording this on a very appropriate day.
Oh, you mean World Consumer Rights Day?
Yes, March 15th.
A day for celebrating the power of knowledge when it comes to our purchases.
And to think, this all started back in 1960 with a group called Consumers International. Talk about a legacy. Clearly, they were onto something. Consumers who know their rights get treated right.
Absolutely. And here in the UK, we have the Consumer Rights Act of 2015, which is like having a secret weapon in your pocket when buying gemstones.
Okay, Kim, break it down for us. What are some ways this act protects me when I'm about to shell out some serious cash for, say, that stunning ruby I've had my eye on?
First and foremost, it's all about transparency. The seller must be upfront about the gemstone's quality, any treatments it's undergone, where it was mined, all the juicy details. Don't be shy. This information is your right.
No more shady dealings under the dim lights of a backroom shop, right?
Exactly. If a seller gets cagey when you ask for specifics, that's a red flag. Walk away, my friend.
So if I later find out I was sold a synthetic emerald disguised as the real deal, what recourse do I have?
That's where the Act has your back. You have every right to seek compensation or even a full refund.
Music to my ears. What else should I keep in mind? Choice seems important, right?
Absolutely. You call the shots. Don't let anyone pressure you into buying something that doesn't feel right. If your heart's set on a particular piece, stick to your guns.
Now, this next one is huge, especially for folks who might feel intimidated by legal jargon. You don't need a fancy lawyer to represent you in a consumer dispute.
That's right. The Act allows you to fight your own battles in court.
I love that empowerment. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah.
I'm in a jewelry shop, completely mesmerized by a sapphire. What are some practical tips to remember?
UK jewelry shops are generally top-notch, but you still need to be vigilant. Don't just gaze. Ask to see the stone under a loupe. That's the little magnifying glass jewelers use.
Oh, so I can channel my inner detective. What should I be looking for?
Look for inclusions. Those are tiny imperfections inside the stone. A certain amount is normal in natural gemstones, but too many or those that look too perfect might indicate, a synthetic stone.
Okay, so loupe, my new best friend. What about paperwork? Is that important?
Documentation is key. Insist on a receipt, certificates of authenticity, anything that proves what you're buying. Absolutely. Think of it, your gemstones, passport and pedigree all rolled into one. You want to be able to trace its journey and prove its value if you ever need to sell it or, heaven forbid, make an insurance claim.
Insurance. That brings up another question. What happens if the unthinkable occurs? Like, my precious gem is stolen. My heart just skipped a beat even thinking about it.
I understand. It's every gemstone lover's nightmare. First things first, don't panic. Report the theft to the police immediately. Then we deal with the insurance side of things.
Okay, so the police report is step one, and that's when I dive into the mind-numbing world of insurance policies, right?
Right, but this is where that paperwork we talked about earlier becomes your best friend. Check your policies. Do you have specific jewelry insurance? Does your homeowner's or renter's insurance cover jewelry theft? What are the limits? You'd be surprised how many people assume they're covered for high-value items when they actually aren't.
So it's really about knowing the nitty-gritty details of those policies. Any other scenarios where that's crucial?
Absolutely. Let's say you've entrusted your precious gems to a safe deposit box. If, by some horrible twist of fate, they were stolen from there, you need to be familiar with the terms and conditions of your agreement with the bank.
So many what-ifs. This is definitely a side of gemstone ownership I need to brush up on.
No.
But let's talk damage. What happens if my prized diamond decides to, make a run for it, pops right out of its setting?
Don't panic. This happens more than you think. Your first step should be to take the damaged piece back to the jeweler where you bought it.
So before I even consider refunds or replacements, I should head back to the jeweler.
Precisely. In many cases, they can repair the damage, especially if it's something as simple as like a loose setting. If they can't fix it and you've kept all your documentation, you're within your rights to demand a full refund.
Again, that documentation is crucial. It's like having a magic spell book to protect your treasure.
It's your armor in the world of gemstones. It's about being prepared and knowing your rights at every step.
Speaking of steps, what about when my gemstone journey takes me beyond the UK border? That trip to the bustling marketplaces of Morocco I've been dreaming of. Does my UK Consumer Rights Act shield still apply?
That's where things get a little trickier. Unfortunately, the protection of the UK Consumer Rights Act only extends within the UK. When you venture into the international market, you enter a whole new world of consumer laws.
So I can't exactly wave my trusty axe like a magic wand in a Marrakech marketplace and expect everything to be all right.
I'm afraid not. Each country has its own set of consumer protection laws, some more robust than others. Research is key here. Before you even pack your bags, take some time to understand the consumer rights landscape of your destination.
So how do I even begin to navigate that? Are there any resources you recommend?
Absolutely. The UK government website has a fantastic section dedicated to travel advice, which often includes information about consumer rights in different countries. It's like having a mini legal guidebook for your travels.
And another great resource is the British Embassy or consulate in the country you're visiting.
Yeah.
They can offer guidance and support if you encounter any issues. It's always reassuring to know you have backup, even when you're, haggling for that perfect piece halfway across the world.
Exactly. Remember, even if the laws are different, many of the principles we've talked about still apply. Ask questions.
Right.
Lots of them. Where is this gemstone from? Are there any certificates to verify its authenticity? And don't be afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel right.
Trusting that gut feeling, that's key whether you're at home or abroad. It seems like responsible gemstone buying is about more than just understanding the legal side, though.
You're hitting on something really important. While we focused on your rights as a consumer, there's another layer to consider. Your responsibilities.
Oh, interesting. You mean like the ethics of gemstone buying?
Exactly. It's a two-way street. As consumers gain more awareness about responsible sourcing in other industries, those values are naturally extending to gemstones as well.
So it's like the farm-to-table movement, but for sparkly things.
Exactly. People are becoming more conscious of the journey their purchases have taken, and they want to know that their gems are ethically sourced.
That makes so much sense. I'll admit, before today, I hadn't thought much about where my gemstones came from before they ended up glittering in a shop window. So, what are some questions I can ask to be a more responsible buyer?
Don't hesitate to ask the jeweler about a gemstone's origin. Were there any social or environmental impacts during the mining process? Are there certifications to ensure ethical sourcing? A reputable seller will be happy to answer your questions openly and honestly.
Transparency is key. And if a seller seems hesitant or dismissive, that's a major red flag.
Absolutely. By being informed and engaged consumers, we can encourage the industry to adopt more responsible practices. It's about aligning our values with our purchases.
It's amazing to think that by making conscious choices, we have the power to shape a more ethical gemstone trade.
It's incredibly empowering. We're not just buying beautiful objects, we're supporting an industry. And by being informed consumers, we can help ensure that it's an industry we can all feel good about.
Kim Ricks, the Gemstone Detective, you've truly shed light on a fascinating world. Thank you so much for this deep dive.
It was my pleasure. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to something as precious as gemstones.
And listeners, the next time you're captivated by a sparkling gem, remember what you've learned today. Arm yourself with knowledge, ask the right questions, and buy with confidence. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep sparkling.